together, Magpie 24/7, and I hope you're all good. So, the day after yesterday, Aston Villa 3, Newcastle United nil in what was a first for a long time. I mean, when me and Paul first started Magpie 24/7's YouTube channel, fucking hell, well, this was a this was a weekly occurrence, and it was when we did the podcast before we stopped doing it. Like every time we'd go on, it would always be like we've been outplayed, we've been battered, this, that, the other, and I think it's the first time under Eddie Howe we have been battered. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the defeat has been coming in a way because obviously we've bounced back in a lot of games recently. But there's just been games where we've opened up an opportunity for someone to put our way. And fair play to Aston Villa. Like, I don't fucking like them at all because obviously being a young lad, like 10, 11 years old, seeing Newcastle United get relegated because of them, and then seeing a big sob on the town banner of them laughing at our demise, a little bit of us will never forgive them for that. But the relationship with them kind of mellowed a little bit because of how bad Steve Bruce was at Newcastle. Because I think Villa fans kind of understood the memo in that people defended him and shite like that. But on to the match anyway. I don't want to give Steve Bruce any more airtime than I already have. Um, Two changes in from the game, and obviously it's the midfield that everybody on Twitter wants. Which is Willock, Joe Linton, and Bruno in the middle. Um, I don't know. I just don't think it works without Sean. That midfield, for some reason, it just doesn't work without him. He seems to be that gel, and it's strange because a lot of people scapegoat Sean, and I've done so this season and not understood why he's played. But you look at like us with and without Sean, the difference in the running in the midfield. We got absolutely we got outran, we got out fought in the midfield. They had a plan for it and they absolutely demolished with it. We just didn't really lay a glove on them. It was just it was a hard watch. But the one difference from past when we used to get battered and stuff like that. In the past, we never used to learn from it, and it used to happen again and again and again. This team, I have full faith, will be able to turn it round, and we'll be able to bounce back because this team has bounce back ability. We lost the final. We came back stronger than ever. I know we lost to Man City, but obviously after that we really turned up the changed the way we played, and it produced a lot of good results for us. But we've got that bounce back ability, and I think I don't have anything where I'm like really worried about it. Because I have full faith in Eddie Howe, I have full faith in these players to turn it around, and I'm not really panicking too much because I know that's the case. I know we're in good hands. Whereas in the past, there might be more of a reason to worry. I see overreaction on social media and stuff like that, and it's just like, nah, like come on. It's like Villa are probably the form team in the league at the minute outside of Man City. Um, and they played really well. Fair play to them. You're not going to win every game. Like obviously it was bad, but my lack of criticism is that I know this team will bounce back more so than not. Like if it was to happen 2 or 3 times on the bounce, I'd be like, what the fuck's going on? I'd be a bit worried. But like, I think it's what fourth loss this season. Lost twice to Liverpool, one to Man City, and one to a form Villa team. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's just one of them things where it's just like you have to just kind. But yeah, it just seemed to be a rare off day for Newcastle, like across the board. It just didn't seem like it just didn't seem us. It was the worst that we've played this season. I know we had a first half that we played really bad against Brentford, but we changed it up and we made the change we needed to win the game. But I just think Villa had one number on the day. Oh, we're better than Villa? Yeah, well, we'll beat them 4-0 early in the season, so if you go on aggregate, we'll win 4-3. But yeah, I think we've just caught them on a brilliant moment in the season, and we've just had an off day. But You look at Spurs result. If you can hear any background interference, it's me mate who supports Man United watching his shit team. So yeah, apologies for that. But yeah, it's you like Tottenham blew it against Bournemouth yesterday. So in terms of the battle for the top four, like the team that we needed to drop points did, Tottenham. So yeah, it's kind of we've kind of got away with one, a rarity in the battle for the top four, but huge game against Tottenham next week. It goes without saying, like absolutely huge. Tottenham have to come here. It's probably the biggest league game I've seen us have at St James's for quite some time. Probably since the Man United game, if we're all honest. Like huge game. We're all gonna be up for it. Team's gotta make it make a change. They've got to face the cauldron in Newcastle United. Let's fucking get it. Let's fucking get it. But yeah, in terms of the general match, like there's not really much more to say. We're shit. Like I can't even think of any positives from it. We're just bad. It was just an off day. We'll analyse it. We'll move on. Believe in Eddie Howe. Believe in his team. Believe in the players. And yeah, roll on Tottenham next week. But get your comments in. Let us know how you feel about the match yesterday, and let us know what you think going to Tottenham next week. Am I being unnecessarily unpanicky? Should I have reason to panic? Do let us know. But yeah, I'll leave us for now. Leave a comment, leave a like if you've enjoyed this one. And yeah, catch you on the next one, everyone. See you later. Bye.